Good evening, darlings. So tonight is going to be just a little bit different. I'm not doing prompts tonight. I'm actually going to answer a few questions that I've received anonymously, and I thought that I would just answer personally. And before we get started, as always, I'd like to thank all of you who have supported me, but it's gotten so much bigger than I ever thought this would get. And so for those of you following me on YouTube or who have added me on Tumblr, and all of the requests and the likes and the reblogs, all of that, thank you so much. It really is so touching, and I don't know how to put into words my thanks. So I'm sorry that I'm not very articulate about that, but I did want to say thank you so much. Now, the questions are all, how shall I put it? They're not in character. So if you don't want to hear about either my process or anything like that, feel free to just close the video, because that's what basically the rest of this is going to be about, is either the process or some videos that are coming up. So if you are just here for the fun, that's fine, darlings. I'm absolutely thankful that you even clicked on this video. So thank you so much. Now, to get quickly to the questions, number one is, could you tell us about your process? How do you decide on material, and how do you come up with a script? So, let's dive in, shall we? The process is this. I don't come up with material on my own. It's all requests. So, I'm not as creative as I wish I was, but I kind of find that it becomes a bit of a conversation when you send me something that you're interested in, and then I can answer, and then a lot of you will send me comments back about your opinions on it. And so I really enjoy that. And to go along with that, the process generally is, of course, I receive the prompt, and then about 12 to 24 hours of sort of ruminating on how I could put this together with one man and an iPhone. I just sort of open a bottle of wine and just start recording. I don't really use a script. My first video, I sort of tried to come up with a script, and I ended up not doing anything that was in there except perhaps one line. So I felt that it just didn't seem as genuine as just sitting down and just diving right into it, and I'm a bit better off the cuff, I think, than if I really practice anything. So I hope that answers your question, darling. The second question is that really wine in your cup? How much do you drink in a video if it is? Darlings, I will say yes, it is really wine in my cup in every video, except for the one, of course, where it was apple champagne, well, technically sparkling wine. So, yes, I do tend to go through a little bit of wine. I do usually do 2 videos a night, so I'm not sure exactly what the amount of wine per video is, but typically it's about maybe half a glass to 2 glasses per take, and sometimes it can take quite a while. My shortest video, the Konbini Gourmet, I only had half an hour to make that in, of course, because once you've eaten something, it's gone. So that's the shortest video that I've made. Some of them have taken upwards of about 2 hours. So I do the videos from about the time when I get home from work through most of my evenings, because I'm not very good and I haven't written a script. So it's completely disorganized. It's true. It sometimes means that the emotions are a little more sporadic, but I feel sometimes they're a little bit more genuine as a result, because I haven't sat there trying to rehearse something over and over again. But it does mean it takes me a long time to put them together. So please don't be discouraged by this. It just means I just have a lot more fun, because I can sort of experiment a few times before I do anything. And the last question, which I've gotten actually from a few people now, is about my son and when he might actually star in a video. Now, I would like to say, first of all, thank you so much for your enthusiasm, and I would absolutely love to have my little moonbeam in a video, but he's quite busy with college actually, and is just so busy in his real life. And the fact that he's made time for me at all is kind of well, it kind of gets me a little excited to think of. He's very talented, for those of you who maybe don't know, and I'll put a link down below to his Tumblr. He is a brilliant artist, absolutely brilliant, not to mention a great tailor. If you go through his cosplay tag also, absolutely wonderful stuff. Love that boy so much. And so if you haven't seen it yet, perhaps you just started following me, there is a photo exchange that we've done, Giggles themed of course, and so I'll put a link to that also down below so that you can check that out. Hopefully I'll be able to do at least another photo exchange with him in future when he's a little less busy with all of his classes. But he is quite shy, so please don't put any pressure on him about the videos. He's just such a delight and such a polite, kind boy, and he really is the light of my life. So I don't know when it'll happen, if it'll happen, but I'm just really happy. Son, if you're watching, thank you again so much for making one old man incredibly happy for no good reason. I know you're a grown man now, but you'll still always be my little boy. Always. So, darlings, thank you again so much for all the support. The last video with my guest star, Erin of Mercy, who is just absolutely amazing. If you've watched the video, I'm sure you know. She really stole the show, and that's absolutely wonderful. I was so excited to do that with her. Thank you for taking the time out of your weekend to do that with me. That video has over 350 views now, and it's only been up about 2 days, less than that. So thank you all for making that happen. That is so exciting, and I just feel so blessed for all of that. As far as what's coming up in the future, there will be another episode of Life Advice with Thronedwheel coming out this week, so please send me any questions you would like me to answer. They don't have to be serious by any means, darling. They can be absolutely silly questions. Send me anything. It can be in character, out of character. I'm just happy to get anything from you. I've only gotten a couple so far, and they're anonymous. Not that I have any problem. I'm of course happy to answer any questions from anyone, but I do like to sort of address people personally, because I like our conversations together, darling. I really do. Angel Hawthorne, I will be working on your video later tonight, so don't worry, darling. Thank you again for so many prompts. I feel so touched, so thank you for that. And there is talk, if some editing software can come my way, of perhaps yet another show that will be a weekly show. I don't want to talk about it until I know for sure. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up and make any promises I can't fulfill. But hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be at least 2 weekly videos that will be coming out. And then, of course, all of your prompts, please continue to send them to me. They fill me with such joy. And nothing brightens my day like seeing a little number in my inbox on Tumblr, or an email notification about one of you leaving a comment on my YouTube videos. So please keep doing that. It's just really touching. So cheers to all of you, darlings. This is for you. And so thank you, and have a good evening, and we'll have another talk soon. Bye, darlings.